young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash. Word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet pointed car.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set. 54. Mike 54. Push him back. Push him back. Watch the safety creep. Protein spill. Bravo. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch me. Grip.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Now here's Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Smooth.
Here's a second and 7.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. I'm here all day.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. 5-4. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, Echo. Right there. Right there.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It was Braylon Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Get ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch 54. Come on, D. Get it.
2nd and 11. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Come on, fellas.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route, get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
A first down carry by Elliott, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, Haywood. Pilot, ready?
2nd and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field.
On 3rd down, it's Thorson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here we go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
From the gun, it's Thorson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Extra point right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
All right, T, let's try. All right, T. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3! 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike. Yellow. I'm on 80. 4. Here I come. Attack! 54, right there. 54.
On second down now, it's Mack. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Watch the run!
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 36. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right here, so we got to step it up.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Thorson. He's going to find Gallup here, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Michael Gallup. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Let's go now. 60 yards. 54. Mike, 54. Fan, shoot.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That one complete, Elliott. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick the play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Second down and goal. Thorson out to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Shotgun snap for Thorson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the...
This is caught inside the 15. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let go. Got it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
I got him. Hey, Delta. Yo.
They'll throw now on the final play.
I got you, boy.
He's going to fire one deep over the... He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. This goes to Mack on the check down. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 13-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Ready. 50. I'm going to run you. Hey, Sam on. 2.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's it, baby.
At the 31-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
On second down, Thorson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
At their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motive.
It's caught inside the 25. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Let's go.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 54. They're not ready for this.
They'll try and throw on third down. Here's Thorson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
We want it. Come to my world. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Thorson looks to throw on first down. And that's Elliott, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Thorson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. The Cowboys on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. Thorson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. A very solid gain of 27. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfrow. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Come on, fellas.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
That's going to be a long day. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Thorson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2 yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 2 yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks. Oh, boy, Boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
He can run for it, and he will. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Mahomes on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Mike, yellow.
The 44-yard line.
I don't think you got it, son.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Mahomes on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
4 down. Check.
And they take a knee.
Mahomes on the keeper.
Wait. 54 Mike. Bring it.